Hey everyone, welcome to the Criterion Connection. I am Wade,
And I'm Joe.
and if you're seeing this weird, it's because this is only audio only, because of something called the coronavirus. We have not done any content the past week or two, or 3 weeks. I don't know. It feels like it's been a year. Um, so we're doing audio only while we practice social distancing. So if there's audio differences and it's not up to snuff to what we usually do, I'm sorry. We'll try getting back to it eventually when this all blows over. So today we are doing Roman Polanski's Repulsion, mostly because she's stuck in her apartment most of the movie. So I thought, hey, we're stuck in our houses too, so why not? And this is from 1965. It is part one of his apartment trilogy. We did Rosemary's Baby a few months ago, and I don't think The Tenant is on Criterion, so I don't think we can finish this trilogy. So Joe,
Not
what
as
do you
far as
think?
I know.
What do you think of the movie?
I I think I liked it more than you did. Um, you always, seem to talk down on it, but for me, like I liked a lot of the um, is it real? Is it not real? Kind of slow burn tension uh, for our main character, where
Yeah,
where she's it's slowly escalating into her like growing insanity. It's
yeah,
almost like a woman under the influence.
yeah. I've seen this movie once, maybe I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 years ago. I really wasn't a fan of it. Watching it again, still not really a fan of it. But I appreciate it more, I guess.
Yeah, it's
Um,
it's it's not as good as Rosemary's Baby,
no,
but it like I do kind of I do like the that slow uh her losing her mind pretty much.
yeah. I do like a lot of. I think I like it a little more because I appreciate the cinematography a little bit more.
Yeah, there's a lot of really great like handheld shots.
And like when I first watched it, I really appreciated the whole walls cracking and near the end where things
Hmm.
go crazy. But like it's very a slow burn. I mean,
Yeah, and there's a lot of plot lines that like I hate I hesitate to say don't really matter because they do come in like later on. It's just I feel like we don't need as much of them.
yeah,
But maybe if I saw a different cut, I'd feel different. I don't know.
yeah. So we follow Catherine Deneuve, who plays Carol,
Hmm.
who's very like inner shell.
Yeah, she's very sheepish. Is the way I would put it.
Yeah, she almost looks like she's like in the beginning when she's looking for like the nail polish or whatever. She
Hmm.
looks like she's in a daze.
Yeah, and it doesn't lighten up for the rest of the
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah. Oh no. Like, and then she starts, well, she starts killing people, right? So, do you think that she's killed before,
um,
and that's why she's in a daze?
I don't know. And to be honest with you, I don't even know. Aside from the very end of the movie, like, because you're kind of following her point of view for most of it,
Yeah.
and she's not really in the right state of mind for most of the movie, and it just degrades over time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of like if you watch like Mandy and like things get like weirder and weirder as time goes on in the movie,
Yes.
and things become less and less believable. I think.
Yeah. But yeah, she starts, she kills a guy with a candlestick and he throws him in the bathtub and it's a really cool shot with the blood
Hmm.
coming out of his mouth.
Yeah.
Um yeah, and just like the hands out of the walls. Like that's really cool, but I don't know, like it's really hard to really follow this to be in the point of view of her.
Hmm. It's
just hard. I
I,
do.
I look at it kind of like the exorcism of Emily Rose, where what that movie has is this it has like an unbiased perspective like from the courtroom,
Yeah,
but when they do the flashbacks it's in Emily Rose's uh point of view, so you see things the way she sees them,
yeah,
and then you know cut back to like the courtroom and seeing it from an unbiased perspective. Maybe that's what we're missing,
yeah.
is like an untainted perspective.
But I do love. I love the little like. I do appreciate how like they really kind of talk about sexualization of women and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like if these guys are like flirting with her, but if you look at her face, just not there. Not that
Right.
she's crazy, but she's just checked out. But they don't care.
Skeevy dudes, man. Like, it happens all the time.
Oh yeah. So but they get their comeuppance. Uh,
One way or another.
yeah. Except for the woman that wanted the fire and ice nail polish. She didn't get her comeuppance. She was being a raging mean person.
I mean, did you see the state of that lady? Like,
Yeah.
I'm
She
sure. I'm sure she gets her comeuppance at some point.
yeah, she's um what else is there?
She reminds me of the main character's mother from Brazil.
Oh my god,
Like,
with the
just
stretch
imagining her
face.
face stretched out.
But yeah, like it was a fine movie. I like Rosemary's Baby a whole lot more.
Right. I think
Obviously, go
I,
ahead.
I think this is like a good telltale sign of like how good Roman Polanski's going to get.
Yeah, this is his first English movie.
Yeah, and just kind of he's on that wavelength of soon perfecting this kind of thriller kind of movie with Rosemary's Baby. But like this, I feel like this could be a movie that gets remade.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like I think this is a good candidate where it's not an awful movie. It's just maybe there's things they could have done differently, or things that could have improved what different things, and it's one that not a ton of people know about.
Yeah.
It's not super mainstream, but like from somebody who is very well known.
Yeah.
It has a good foundation and that somebody can build off of.
Yeah, like I think the camera work. I think the best part of the movie is probably the third act, like when she's like in the bed and she's looking at the little chandelier or lamp thing hanging, and she's like her eyes are widening, and just things get darker, and the food starts kind of rotting, like the potatoes are kind of
Right.
growing. Yeah, like it gets really cool near there, but like the first half is very, very slow for me.
Yeah. It feels a lot slower than it actually
And
is.
then at the end, they show there might be an underlying reason she's repulsed by sex
Mm-hmm.
in that picture frame with her family.
I do like that metaphor.
Yeah, and that's a whole nother layer. It's like, oh, that's probably why. Because these men look like they're like somewhat older than her.
Oh
Not a
yeah.
lot, but somewhat older.
Yeah, every single one looked older.
Yeah, so I think she has a phobia for older men because, well, a picture frame of their family kind of gives away why.
Yeah.
Um, but as we talk about this, I forgot to mention we will not be talking about Roman Polanski as a person. Talk to him as a director because he's not a great person. Um, but as a director, I think he directed this pretty well. I think he's like you said, he's on his way to perfecting the craft.
Yeah, I mean, this is what, 65. Rosemary's
65.
Baby is like 68 or 70 or something
I
like that.
believe it's late 60s, early 70s.
Yeah, and then you have Macbeth in there.
Chinatown.
Uh, Chinatown. Yeah, he's like he's like hitting the stride.
Yeah.
at that point. Like he's
Eh,
just about to hit his stride.
yeah.
Can you?
So Joe, buy, rent, or skip?
I think this is a. I'll say I'll put it on the lower end of like the rent stream spectrum. Um, it's certainly not his best movie. It's not his worst, probably by far either. It's just kind of like if you're really into it, go ahead and watch it. But if you don't feel like going out of your way, don't worry about it. You know, there's other better movies that he's done.
Yeah. I am
We've
about to
already
say,
listed them.
yeah. I'm probably in the same boat of rent stream. Years ago, I would have said skip. I'll say stream now because I appreciate it a little bit more. You could stream it on the Criterion channel. It's on the Criterion channel. That's how I watched it, and it comes
It's a
with
lot easier.
commentary.
It's a lot easier to get a hold of now than it was then.
Yeah. I had to like rent it when I was in a video store. I had to like because we used to, you worked there, Joe. You could rent movies as long as they weren't like new movies. Um, yeah, and I watched it. And I was like, that's all right. So maybe it was longer than 5 years. It was like at least 7 years since I watched the movie. But yeah, like, so that's Repulsion. What do you guys think? Let us know in the comment section below. Should we do other Roman Polanski movies that are on the Criterion Collection? I think there's what is it called?
Well, he did Macbeth. We didn't.
Knife in was Knife in the Water. That's Criterion, I believe.
I believe so.
Yeah, so we could do that. Let us know in the comment section below what's other movies we should do, especially during this quarantine. Right now, we live in Maryland, so the quarantine is like till April 30th. But of course, this thing is month by month kind of basis, it seems. So for the next few weeks, we're going to be doing these quarantine audio only episodes. So leave suggestions. What's a good movie to watch while in isolation? And stuck in your house, let us know. And share, subscribe. You know the drill on these Criterion Connection movies. All right, so until next time, I'm Wade,
And I'm still Joe.
and we will see you later.